Hi Scorpio, welcome to Moonbeam's Messages. This is your collective reading for November. As it is collective, not everything will resonate, so please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you don't find any messages in this for yourself, then please check your other placements and you're likely to find a message in there. Now, if you do like your reading today, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It will help pass the message on to anyone else that needs to hear it. And if you want to hear more from me, and you haven't subscribed already, if you press that subscription button and press the notification bell, it will let you know when I do post other content. Now, there are also playlists on my page, and you'll find them for your sign, and you'll also find them for all of the other signs that you may have under your placements. So feel free to watch any of those at any point. They are all timeless readings with the exception of the ones for the month, but you know, if you come across one for a month and it's not within that particular month, it could be a reading for you at that point in time. Right, let's get into your reading. So, can we get one more card, please, Spirit? You're chucking some out already at me. Can we get one more for Scorpio for the month, please? Thank you. Okay. So, in your overall energy then, we have the Five of Spring. Opposing goals arising from differing opinions, feeling at odds with yourself or others, overly ambitious people. So you may feel like you're going into the month or throughout the month, you may feel like you're in conflict with people. You could literally be in some sort of competition, maybe with people from work, maybe home life, could be a spouse, friends, family. You could be having a bit of competition over certain things. Again, conflicting opinions, very much having a bit of a battle. It could even just be that you are very much battling with yourself. It could very much be internal. Your heart versus your head. You could have different thoughts on certain things and you don't know which one's the best idea. And it does very much suggest to me that excuse me, going into the month, you could be going through a touch of conflict. Looking at these cards, it doesn't look as though it's going to last all month, which is good. So we do have the World, which is a brilliant success, the freedom to go in any direction, a journey that is now complete. So at the start of the month, you are very much completing a chapter in your life. You are looking at closing something down, ready to start something new. You're at the end of a phase of your life. Now, whatever that phase is, it's obviously going to be different for everyone, but you are very much coming to the close of something. You finished learning a lesson on something. You are ready to move forward into the next stage of your life. Let's get clarification on what that is for you. Okay, so we've got a 10 of Wands. I've just had these cards come out for Cancer at the end of the month. So if you've got Cancer in your chart, it might be worth checking those out. So we've got a 10 of Wands coming out to the side. So you're ready to release a burden of some sort. Now, you do have two 10s already. So you could be looking at, well, if you are seeing reoccurring numbers and signs and synchronicities out there, do check them out. It's usually your spirit guides telling you that you're on the right track, but you might need to do something to stay on that right track. So check them out if you're getting reoccurring numbers. It's usually something like looking after yourself, believing in yourself, manifesting in things, making sure that you're staying positive, lots of good things. So it's usually just to give you a little bit of nudge, sometimes it's even something as little as telling you that you're loved if you're feeling a bit down, that you're on the right track. Yeah, I've got people around you. So yeah, do check them out, because it usually means that there's just a little something that you need at that point in time. So like I say, this is telling me that you're ready to release a burden, something you've been carrying around for a while, that has been getting on top of you. It's been quite a heavy load as well, and that is something that you are ready to drop to end this chapter. You have a 4 of Wands coming to the side, which is suggesting that it could potentially have something to do possibly with a relationship that you've been going through. It could even be that it's been unhappy and you're ready to restart something and try something new and go into a happier phase. It could have been a happy phase and you're about to release it. Maybe something's just happened and it's been a bit of a bumpy road and it's been quite difficult. Now this can also just be celebration, success, happiness, unity, and it's usually the home as well. So it could be something to do with your home life. It could be that certain things haven't been celebrated in the past and you may be ready to celebrate them. We have a Four of Pentacles as well that's come out to the side. So you have been holding on to something as well that you need to release. Again, that's going to be to do with this burden. So whatever it is, you've been holding on to it for quite some time. Now it could have something to do with money as well and what you feel is keeping you stable. So if it's anything to do with a relationship, maybe you've been holding on to a relationship a bit too long. It's kept you feeling stable being in it, but it's not serving you anymore. It's actually potentially something that you need to release. Or it could just be that you're holding on to something within that relationship that helps you stay stable. Maybe you're about to go into a new phase where you're about to move into with each other, but you felt really stable and you're not sure if that's going to work out for you. If you move in with them, you know, you might feel like that will destabilize the relationship because you'll find out what they're like a bit more. And it could be any number of things. It could be as well that you are looking at potentially dropping one job, going into another one, and the prospect of it makes you feel out of sorts. Maybe you've got to move for this job, and that could be why you've got that Four of Wands about the home being something that is a bit of a challenge. And obviously if you've been in that job a while, it's going to make you feel like it's a stable job. But it's definitely suggesting to me that you need to release something, potentially something to do with finances as well. Now we do have a Death card as well. That was hidden underneath them all. So the Death card is very much telling me that you are about to transition into something. But at the moment, the pace of it is a little bit undecided. So if it's in the upright, it's you closing that door pretty quickly so you can transition into your new phase of life. In the reverse, this is very much you holding on to it a little bit too tightly and it's dragging it out. So whatever it is, you're still having that transition, but you could have it quicker, depending on how quickly you release these burdens, or depend on how quickly you manage to transition from one phase into the next phase. So it's very much ending something to move into something new. Very much the epitome of what the world is. Something closing out, ready to start the next chapter of your life. Now in your challenge position, we have the Balance card. Take everyone's input into consideration. Merge viewpoints to create a better solution. Take your time. There is no need to rush. So very much there's going to be some sort of decision that needs to be made. You've got to make sure that you are doing that with balance and harmony. It's something where you do need to consider other people. Now, considering other people could be what is causing you to hold on to things. Maybe you consider their viewpoints a little bit too much. And maybe that's what's been keeping you stuck. Obviously, if you're looking to move to a new employment, you could be having somebody, maybe your employers are trying to drag out your end date, trying to convince you to stay there. At the end of the day, have they really got your best interests at heart or not? That's what you need to consider. What is best for you at that point in time? Now, there's no need to rush on this decision. Like I say, this is going to happen. It's going to come to an end whether you rush into it or not. So there's no need to rush. You take your time. It's going to happen regardless. You've got two major arcanas there. It's something that's got, it's very much going to happen. It's just, it's either going to happen fast or it's going to happen slow. It all depends on what pace you set, but you don't need to rush if you don't want to. There's no need to rush on that. Okay, so we have the Empress. So potentially this could be you, this could be somebody else, this could be a mother figure. The Empress is very much a mother in tarot. This could be somebody you've got children with. This could be your parents or your mother. It could be a family member, maybe a brother or maybe a sister that's got children, maybe a sister-in-law with children. I mean, it could be a masculine as well. It is personality traits. The only reason why I'm saying she's a mother is because she is the mother of the tarot. Personality-wise, it's somebody that's very abundant. It's somebody that's very loving, very nurturing, very grounded, and they're also very spiritual. So if you've got anybody in your energy like that, then that could be those, male or female, doesn't really make any difference. It's just personality traits within the tarot. But very much you could have somebody that is very abundant that you may need to be taken into consideration when you are making this decision. We do have an 8 of Swords in the reverse, so very much suggesting to me that you may be trying to overthink things a little bit too much as well. So being very aware that you are the only person that is causing you to think it over and over again. Being aware that you are the only person that is keeping you in that position of indecision as well. You do have the Lovers in the reverse, so there is definitely a choice of something that you need to make. It doesn't have to be a choice between lovers, it is just a choice. So this could be a choice of anything really, and it is a decision that you need to make, and it's something that you need to make yourself. And I believe it's very much a decision about your abundance and your stability that you need to make. We've got the King of Pentacles as well. Now this again could be somebody else that you need to consider when you're making the decision, or it could just be something that you need to consider. So very much stability. The King of Pentacles is somebody who's very good at their job. They are a brilliant authority figure. They're very giving. They are very abundant. They are very stable. So it could very much be, maybe you've got a choice to make between the Empress and the King of Pentacles. Maybe you are choosing between two jobs, one that you see as an Empress, one as you see as King of Pentacles. It could be a number of things. Now that when this Lovers is in the reverse, it's trying to make sure that you don't make a bad decision. It could also be that you could find that you are no longer in sync with a particular person as well. Maybe you find that you're no longer in sync with the King of Pentacles. Maybe you've embodied this Empress energy and you're leveling up, and someone's still sitting at King level where they should be becoming the Emperor, and it's just putting you on a different level and you're keeping yourself stuck there. It could be any number of things. The Lovers can also just suggest that you're in separation with somebody, so maybe you're going through a separation, and that could be something that you are in need of releasing. Maybe you're needing to release some emotional baggage, possibly something from, the past as well that you've been carrying around with you. And it could be very much that you're trying to make the best decision, taking into consideration everyone. If it is that you're in separation with somebody, you could very well be this Empress, or you could have children with an Empress. So obviously you've got to take your children into consideration as well when you're making any big decisions. Now, if you do manage to get through this challenge and you make the decision that is right for you, then we have this 10 of Winter. So the resolution of difficulties, a weight lifted off your shoulders, the end of an addiction or codependency. So very much still putting an end to whatever this chapter is. So it's suggesting to me it's not completely finished throughout the month. It is going to be something that may take all month to come to a completion, but it is something that is happening. So like I say, this Death card, this World card is a transition. It is moving. It is going to happen. It's just taking a while to get there. So you are getting through it. The 10 of Winter is very much you walking away from betrayal and disappointments. So whatever it is that you feel has happened, or whatever it is that your burden that you're holding on to, it is all going to be released at the end of the month, or it's looking to be released at the end of the month. Again, it's something that you're putting down, ready to start something new. We've got an 8 of Pentacles in the reverse, suggesting that you're fed up of working on something. Again, that could be something to do with finances, suggesting that you may be looking at moving to a new employment. You don't feel like you're skilled enough to do it anymore. You're ready to just, release it. You're fed up of working on it. Whatever it is that you've been working on, you're fed up of it. You're putting it down. We have a King of Wands coming out to the side, suggesting that you are lacking passion in whatever this is representing for you. You are potentially running out of energy. You may have even been betrayed, and you could be feeling, because the King of Wands, when he's in the reverse, he's not somebody that's particularly loyal. So it could be that you're feeling that you've been betrayed, and that betrayal is quite challenging. That's why you're not really, you're not interested, but you're not 100% sure as whether or not you've been betrayed, but you're ready to walk away from it anyway. We have an Ace of Swords come out to the side too, which is suggesting that you are trying to seek some truths at the end of the month. Or after this challenge, you're trying to find out your inner truths. They are quite challenging to hear sometimes, and also cutting people out is quite challenging. This Ace of Swords is very much you cutting out things that no longer serve you, starting from the beginning. The Nine of Wands also coming out to the side, suggesting that you're highly guarded, you're in a wounded warrior phase, very much trying to keep your guard up so that you don't get hurt anymore. Not potentially letting anybody else in as well. So that is going to be, excuse me, a bit of a challenge for you. We also have the King of Swords. So there could have been a bit of manipulation going on in here. Again, the King of Swords is trying to find out the truth of situations. He makes decisions in a fair manner. But this is looking to me like it might be a bit of a challenge. Maybe you don't feel like things were done fairly. You don't have all the information to make decisions fairly. Things could be being hidden from you, and that's very much why you're ready to walk away from it. And then we have the Moon card as well, again suggesting that things have been hidden from you. You have been kept in the dark on something. You could even be potentially scared of what is going to happen in the future, so potentially fearing the unknown as well. But it is something where you are ready to jump into it and move forward, and yeah, give up on whatever has been keeping you stuck, whatever's been betraying, whatever you feel has been betrayed you, disappointed you. You're ready to leave it all behind and move forward. Yeah, and that's what we've got for you for the main month of November then. We'll get you an Spirit of the Animal Oracle to see what other messages Spirit has got for you. So Elephant, greatness, love is your strength, leadership is your path. Your wisdom inspires everyone you meet. You can overcome any problem. You will naturally and easily achieve success. So whatever it is you're going to be moving into, you will achieve success in it. You just need to make sure that you are using your wisdom and maintaining your self-love so that you've got that inner strength to help you get through everything. Right, I hope you enjoyed your reading today, Scorpio. If you did, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Like I say, there are also playlists on the channel, so feel free to check those out whenever you want to. Thank you very much for joining me, and good luck for November.